G'day everyone, I'm the Red Scar, this is Red Scar Gaming. Today is game 4 of my third draft of Outlaws of Thunder Junction. I'm using a Selesnya, basically saddle centric deck. It's not quite practicing as much saddle mechanic, I'm sure that's how you phrase it, yeah, it's not practicing as much of that as I'd sort of hoped to, but from what I've seen, and I'm sure I'm wrong at least in some areas. From what I've seen, most of the sort of saddle-centric decks go pretty wide because you sort of need a fair few creatures, one with saddle, one to saddle it. Yeah, I'm sure there's a better way to phrase that, but yeah, so they seem to go pretty wide, which my deck seems to be doing all right, though perhaps I'm focusing a little too much on the early game in that sense. Which, yeah, is sort of why this deck isn't doing particularly well. Though look, it might just be a little bit of bad luck too, but that's all right. Let's see how we go against Ayatin. But yeah, I mean I'm certainly having fun, so that's part of the main reason you play Magic. That's not an opening hand that I really want, so I think I'll mulligan that, especially considering that I can go early pretty quick. Bristlepack Sentry. It's definitely a card I can play with that. I think I am regretting drafting so many copies of Bristlepack Sentry though. It's certainly passable in this situation, but I think maybe I've got a few too many in this deck. Though I might have a perfect amount and I'm just doing everything else wrong or something. But we'll see how we go against Ayatin. May as well do the next Bristlepack Sentry. I haven't got many other options to do. Can't attack or anything at the moment. Yeah, I suppose though now I can go reach for the sky on one of them and attack with both actually, so that's alright. And with at least this particular situation, I'm attacking pretty heavily. As it stands, game's over in 2 turns, but yeah, I'm sure my opponent can chump block somewhere at the very least. Voracious Varmint, I won't be too surprised actually if he uses that to take out Reach for the Sky. So I then have to go on the defensive for the foreseeable future. Actually, that's interesting. Let's just do some quick math here, because if I go full steam ahead, I might just be able to win right here now. Because that'll be 8, 5, 13. He will have to put some creatures in front. Yeah, like my opponent will chump block this, but I will attack for an awful lot, and I'll get an awful lot of damage through. So, yeah, I haven't won just yet, but I'm doing pretty well, I think. I think, though, a lot of it is just a bit of good luck. And here's me saying that I'm not a fan of those Bristleback Sentries. Though, let's see what happens here. If he uses Tumblewag to attack or something, I can take out essentially any threat with Lullaby just at the moment. But yeah, I was about to say I won't be too surprised if someone, yeah, if they don't attack, just so, sorry, you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm attacking with all these two because he will surely use Biter to block the big guy there, which is not silly. Holy cow, okay, that's a good card. Oh, excuse me as I hiccup again. It's a good card to have in this situation. Gains him that little bit of life, which actually in this particular circumstance gives him essentially another turn to avoid blocking the small thing. So, okay, that's a bit of an interesting block there. Yeah, okay, now I can see why he didn't do that. Yeah, you only need the one ankle biter to take him out. Though what I will do in this circumstance is I'll go Snakeskin Veil, so I keep the Bristleback Sentry, plus he'll be a 4/4, so he can continue to attack. Yes, sure, I'll lose my big thing, and that's not a euphemism for something. The advantage that I have is, yeah, on the back foot now. Though, yeah, I get to draw card. Eret's Lullaby is not something I'm going to cast. Okay, this is interesting because my opponent, yeah, looks like he's going pretty wide. Selesnya wide, I suppose, is the way to phrase this. And yeah, he may as well press what attack he's got now. Though, I'm thinking I should use Ariet's Lullaby on the cow. Maybe. No, I'll go Cactarantula. So I don't know why I find that so hard to pronounce. Anyway, Cactarantula. Yeah, it's a card. Yeah, I could have used Ariet's Lullaby to take out Holy Cow, but I think Cactarantula, he said in practice, all but makes Holy Cow redundant anyway. And I only have to hit my opponent once with Cactarantula. See, the practice is helping me. Yeah, so sort of like I said at the start of this video, I definitely did well the first few turns, and it may have just been a bit of good luck on that front. But my opponent is definitely doing well, if not perfectly, this stage of the game. I'm wondering, do I want to attack with the Cactarantula? Even if it's trade for the Sentry, I probably don't. Just because Tumblewag can actually get interesting, big-ish, big enough in this situation, so I might sort of have to play a bit defensively in that sense. Wanted Griffin. Yeah, thankfully he's not big enough to make Cactarantula useless. Yeah, though what he might do actually for the foreseeable future is make Wanted Griffin bigger by saddling Tumblewag, which I just don't think is physically possible, but anyway, that's alright. So what is it? You put a 1/1. Yeah, it's on target creature. It doesn't have to be the crew, does it? So, yeah. So this is sort of what I was saying before. That I'm, yeah, attacking pretty effectively, but I've got to be careful of what my opponent has. Well, I suppose left in hand is actually the situation. Do I want to go? Actually, what I might do, I'll block there instead. Sorry, I'll talk my way through this in a second. I'll block there, let 11 through, use Ariet's Lullaby to take out the Tumblewag, because I think that's basically the big threat just at the moment. Yeah, I keep everything. Stop my opponent getting bigger. Yeah, I'm not winning. Actually, yeah, the big threat at the moment is essentially Stagecoach security, because I will not be surprised if my opponent attacks with that, just to offer the trade with Cactarantula. Okay, he's not doing that. I'd like to stop drawing basic lands, because I can't do much if that's all I draw. Yeah, maybe in hindsight I should have had one less basic land. Yeah, though, as I've pointed out before, I seem to be like all but winning the first, yeah, sort of 4 turns anyway. Remind me what that does. Yes. target artifact or creature. Yeah, okay, well, I can't stop that. Yeah, it's one of those cards you got to be a little careful using, because, and I'm certainly not questioning my opponent in that particular case, but you've got to be a bit careful using it, because your opponent doesn't actually lose much. In this case, it's going to be a trade with Vigilante, I think, because it's the only opportunity I'm going to get, and I'm not going to use Paladin to block him. It's basically, though, my opponent attacks for, or hits for 5 in the air. That's gonna hurt, yeah. Yeah, he only needs to hit me once now. I think that's game. Because, yeah, he's gonna hit me for 5. Good game, mate. Okay, well, yeah, okay, where did I go wrong is essentially the question there. Is it because I did the +2/+2 trample bit? I don't think so. Yes, it didn't win me the game, but I think that at least pressing my opponent on the defensive is probably the best I could have done at the time. So yeah, that's my third loss. So my next video will be a summary of this deck. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.